U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd arrive in Delhi for the 2+2 dialogue. India and the United States will carry out this comprehensive review of their fast-expanding strategic relationship in the next edition of 2+2 Foreign and Defense Ministerial Dialogue on Friday. U.S. Secretary Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd will hold talks on security challenges in the Indo-Pacific, concerns over China, and also on the war between Israel and Hamas and the conflict in Ukraine. The 2+2 dialogue will enable high-level review of progress made in cross-cutting aspects of defense and security cooperation, technology value chain, and collaboration in people-to-people ties.
The 2+2 is tomorrow. I think Secretary of Defense, U.S. Secretary of Defense has just landed, and we're expecting Secretary Blinken a little later in the evening. Tomorrow is there. I'm not going to try to prejudge the conversations. I guess, considering the nature of our relationship and the strategic, global strategic partnership, a variety of issues are discussed, including topical issues, regional developments.
And for the latest on this big story, I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan. Geeta, all eyes on the Israel-Hamas war, while India and the United States will talk about this and ensure that this war, try and ensure that this war doesn't expand. They will also focus on the Indo-Pacific and China.
Well, Gaurav, a very important meeting between India and the United States of America. Only a few countries have the 2+2 format, and India and the United States of America are two such strategic partners. The importance of the 2+2 is the fact that you have all aspects of strategic cooperation that is discussed between the two countries. In this case, we have the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, U.S. Secretary of Defense, Lloyd, and their Indian counterparts, Rajnath Singh and Dr. Jaishankar, who are all going to be in one room. The day will begin with the 2+2 dialogue, ministerial dialogue, and followed by bilateral talks between the defense ministers and the foreign ministers. The focus certainly is going to be, apart from the fact that there's a lot of bilateral engagement and issues that have to be addressed and looked into, the focus will also be on the regional and global developments, particularly the Israel-Palestine war, the kind of support that Israel seeks in fighting Hamas, also the concerns with regards to humanitarian crisis in Gaza. All those aspects will be discussed, but to focus more on the 2+2, as we all know that the President of the United States of America has been invited for the Republic Day celebrations as chief guest. That invitation has yet to be accepted by White House. But ahead of any such visit or meetings that could take place between the leadership, the ministerial meeting is going to be very important. There are going to be key issues with regards to high-end technology, people-to-people contact, and many other fronts on the defense front. There are two very important deals that the two sides are working on. The long-endurance drones deal is also the F-414 jet engine deal. So these areas and issues will be discussed and ironed out. With regards to certain other concerns when it comes to visas, there have been a few delays because of the backlog. And also the India-Canada issue. Now, when the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson was asked whether that could come up, he said, we're open and happy to discuss anything. We'll have to wait and see what really happens in terms of discussions that will take place tomorrow. So, again, let's wait and see what the niggling areas and issues are going to be between the two countries. But there are a lot of areas of cooperation and strategic cooperation when it comes to enhancing of ties between the two countries. And that certainly will remain the focus, apart from the fact that Israel-Palestine and Russia-Ukraine could also figure.